This podcast is a show where two kids with a messed up childhood discuss about a topic, and this podcast is sponsored by our very own dad's wallet.
Hello. Okay, is everything
Hello.
working?
Yes, sir.
I think yes.
Everything fell apart just 2 seconds before the podcast. I assure you, we are fully professional, right, Devkar? You didn't saw anything. Please tell me.
100%
Yeah, we are.
fully functional.
Yeah, it went pretty damn smooth. You can ask Devkar. He's not lying. It's like
There is
it went pretty damn
nothing.
smooth.
Nothing happened in the background. Nothing
No
fell
cap.
apart. No
Yeah.
caps. Please don't check. Don't contact him. What happened in the background? Because it wasn't a pleasant experience. I'll tell you that.
I am not responding to DMs regarding this.
No, it was pretty damn insane. Like the fact that I just asked Fanta, should I bring over a guest? Fanta was like, yes, go for it. We are running out of ideas. So I was thinking, like, Devkar
Last
is one.
resort, yeah.
He's like this.
Devkar is the first name which popped in my head. I was
And
like, hey,
the
open
fact-
Twitter. I'm like, Devkar.
We just called him in the shortest notice possible, and he still was like,
Like-
yeah, cool.
Today morning 3 a.m. I
The thing was, my light came back like 45 minutes ago. I had no light in my freaking house since 10 a.m. And the worst thing was, a friend of mine, MB, he came over today from Delhi, and the plan was the power will come back at 12. He came at 12, they said 3. It didn't come back at 3, 4, 5, 6. He left, he reached home, and my light came back.
That was a collab, guys. And the collab worked almost. The thing is, I replied him. I was like, okay, let's see whether he accepts. It was very short time, like today morning 3 a.m. And he like replied morning at around 9. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, oh damn, we have a podcast.
We have a
for
podcast.
this week.
Like it came together, and like 2 minutes before the podcast, so many things went wrong with the overlay and other things. We admitted we are messy, but see, if it looks professional, nobody cares.
Yeah, it's like it's casual 2 HP thing. Like at this point, we all break down at the last moment, then fix it. It's casual 2 HP thing.
It's like,
But yeah,
we-
before
into it.
before going into anything, meet Devkar, the man, the myth, the legend himself, who's the guest of our podcast for this episode. I want to thank him once again for hopping in.
Of
It means a lot. So, do you have any words to start the podcast with, Dev?
Okay, so I really don't.
Well, that's convenient.
that is easy. Now we don't have to think what to
I
say
was
after
like,
that.
Up my mind, epic music was queuing up. He's gonna tell something great. Nah.
Dude, I
Nah,
was
I
like,
have
we have to
nothing
say
to say.
something like properly to follow up his statement. He's like, I have nothing to say. We're like, good. It makes our life easier. We don't have to think.
I hate things, bro. I like direct questions. Ask me something, I'll give you the answer.
Yeah, the thing is, right? I told Devka beforehand, we are not going with the script. Like, it's not like we run a script every podcast, but it's like with some stuff which comes to our head. So I was like, this week we are just gonna shoot questions at random. Like, it's basically talking in a VC, and that's it. That's the podcast for this episode.
The thing is,
We
we
three
almost started a podcast in 3 of us when we were in the VC. But the thing is, we were like, okay, guys, we need to, like, Devkar was like, listen, we need to have questions in podcasts. I'm like, oh,
To be
shit.
fair, we started podcast question in the normal VC, and I'll save it up for the
I'll
podcast.
say,
Man
I'm
of
not
culture.
opening my mouth. Sorry. hello.
Content. Man of culture knows when to open his
Ex-podcast
mouth.
host, I know what to do here. I'm not stupid.
The thing is, we were like shooting questions. We have a really weird habit. Gamer and I will sit down in a VC and just start talking normally the way we talk in podcasts. So we just started with Devkar too. Like, yeah, just give us the answers here. It's cool.
And before going anything, people, if you have any questions to ask to Devkar, please make sure it's sensible. Do drop it in the live chat and we'll pick it out and ask him. But my first question is, please let us know how you got the name Dev. Come on. It sounds like wait, before that, what's your actual name?
Dev Kumar.
Okay.
Okay,
How
it
did it
used to
become
be
Dev?
so-
It all fell down, like it fell into the place really quickly.
Okay, so I'll give you the whole story because has only been my name for 6 months, and I've been doing this stuff for like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I used to play a lot of mobile games like 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my time went into Clash of Clans,
Mm.
and so I used to be whatever town hall 8 9. I
Mm.
And then there was this whole argument that my base is rushed, my base is not rushed,
Mm.
stuff like that. And the easiest thing you could see, I probably everyone's playing Clash of Clans, right? Everyone's played
Mm.
at once in their life. So the biggest thing you could see, like looking at a base, you could see the walls, like what
Mm.
level are the walls, because those are the easiest visible ones.
Mm.
So when I started like PC gaming, like
Mm.
I played CS:GO for like a week, wasn't my thing.
Mm.
I stopped gaming. I started watching like a lot of TV, and then I found Fortnite, like from a school
Mm.
friend.
Mm.
So my first IGN was I have max walls.
Okay.
I have max walls.
Okay.
So I had that for like season two, like chapter one, season two throughout.
Uh-huh.
Then like everyone's had this moment, like everyone wants to make clans and stuff. So
Mm.
our friends made a clan. It was called bot, and
Very
then
original. Okay.
Really.
and
It's
then
like
because
one in
we
a kind.
were not very bad at the game, so we needed like a thing to put after that, right? So bot I have max walls, too long, too
Yeah.
much. So
Too much.
there was the first Fortnite event that happened way back in the day. I don't know if you remember Ninja Vegas.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah. Where the cringe of flossing came in. Okay, never mind. Let's not go there.
It
There
was
was a
bad.
player who played very well called C9 Blind. He's probably
Okay.
like other games now.
Uh-huh.
Blind, deaf. He's a disability. I will also be a disability. Deaf.
Meanwhile, other kids are suffering through disorder. I'm gonna
Yeah.
profit on that. That's my gamer tag.
I changed it. It was a little insensitive. So I had the name Deaf
Uh-huh.
throughout my entire competitive journey till chapter 2, season 2, I believe.
Okay,
Okay.
that's like
6
pretty
months,
darn decent.
6 months ago, I finally decided I'm quitting competitive. I got a few earnings from Discord Tony's, like $150 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just didn't want to do it anymore. I felt like it wasn't worth it. Content creation was like more like long term if I really want to do gaming forever. So I like for a brief week or so I switched to VFX. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like edits, like it's just short for my name. And then
Okay.
after a week I'm like, nope, too much effort. Content creation. Devkar. I remember it's just
But
Devkar.
psych, you thought content creation was easy. That's where
Yeah,
we made a
yeah.
huge mistake.
Dude.
So, for like 6 months I was like, streaming, bro. Streaming is content creation.
Nah.
then-
The thing
Now
is,
it's
right,
tough.
I realized
But-
what content creation means 2 days ago. So
Yeah,
I sympathize.
it's
The
tough.
thing is, right, it's not bad. Streaming is a separate genre and content creation is a separate genre, but people like they misunderstand that term. But it's not like bad if you're only a streamer, and it's not bad if you're a content creator. Even if you take
What you want to do and what your like preferences are.
so, when did you start playing Fortnite? Like, what was the right like season?
Chapter 1, season 2, and the last week of season 2, like 1 week before season 2 ended.
That's a little OG. So you've been through that emotional ride of Tilted Towers
I
going on.
ever since chapter 2 was released, I have been fed up with this game.
One sec, but you've never experienced double pumps, right? Properly.
I have.
Like, but in chapter 3, they kind of fixed it.
Kinda.
Nice, sorry, season
Not
3.
not really. They were a thing up till season 3 and 4.
So, okay, I've been
Season
playing since
four was
season
like-
1. I've been chapter 1, season 1. I've been playing. So, I have struggled through double pump since day 1. Like, it was bad. We used to play on 300 ping. We can't double pump. It's not possible. Weapons used to take 3 years to switch. And people just double pump on us. And, like, I'm like, in season 3, when it got vaulted, and we were like, yeah, you're gonna get Singapore servers soon. We were so happy. Oh, no double pumps. I'm happy. Let's go.
2 seasons it took for Singapore servers to come, and we were so hyped. We went into playground. I'm like, what? This is so smooth.
This is
There
like
is
good.
no complain about 50 ping now. Like it's weird.
Now it's like Bahrain is better than Singapore, but not that better to be happy about it. Mumbai so was like I was getting like 18 ping, 15 ping. I was like, seriously?
Nani? The thing, so when did it, like, when this idea, like, who inspired you, or what was the starting point of you to stream? Like, what was the beginning of
When
Devkar?
did that competitive Devkar popped out?
I watched a lot of these. There used to be like ever since I started Fortnite, I was like very into Fortnite. So I used to watch every event like Ninja Vegas, Summer Skirmish, the first winter, all of these events. So like comp was always like very intriguing to me. Even though we had like 150 ping, it was like I really wanted to. So we got Singapore servers when season 5, I think, but they were
Close to that.
not for comp. Comp was still EU and like Japan only. So I still ended up buying up. I used to play on laptop up till like season 8, and every season frames kept dropping down. So I bought a PC in season 8 for comp. The day
What
I
was the
got my
specs looking like? What was the
same
specs
spec,
look?
same spec.
Okay.
Artist
Okay.
2060? Nani?
Yeah,
On
updated me.
the PC I got in season 8, it's the same PC.
Okay, in season 8. I thought like,
Okay.
Yeah, so I got this PC in season 8. I was like, I really wanted to stream, so I did the bare minimum I needed for streaming on day one. Like, I came home at like 5 p.m., did stuff, and I started my first stream that day only at like 8 p.m. or something. I streamed like duo pops for like an hour or so. So I've always wanted to stream, so I started streaming since day one.
That's
So
like
now, how was the initial, like, Indian? Because I'm pretty sure in season 8 there was nothing
Exilar,
to be
two
exist.
people I used to watch like from Fortnite that inspired me to stream was Ninja and Exilar.
Okay, Exilar
XZ.
now who's a variety streamer.
Like XZ used to be like one of XZ, and I guess Dave used to be the top,
Dave Turner.
like
Yeah.
top streamers in India, where you're gonna be like, if you wanna watch comp and if you wanna watch real comp, go watch them,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
They used to be the best back in the day.
True, true. I
But,
used to
but but the beginning of Indian community in Fortnite is very like, it's like handpicked, right? It was like
yeah.
like no one in general used to
No
play
one
Fortnite because it
yeah.
was.
And if they did, it was on PS4. Not much going on.
Dude, there are still so many PS4 streamers out there, and PS4 players outnumber PC players by a huge number. Like we are not
Obviously,
even like close.
has has gotten into PC gaming on a large scale. It's only like the dedicated hardcore people that are aware about it. Like very few people, like compared
Okay,
to the
this is a quick question from the chat. Ask Dave if streaming for 7 to hours not a grind, and then what is a grind? Like, what is your definition of grind?
See, playing games for 72 hours, it's not a grind, it's just stupidity at a level. Like you're not achieving anything out of it. You gaining 200 subs just for the sole reason that you've been awake for that long, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like if you wanna grind, like put that much time into either editing videos or making your stream quality better or whatever, something that is more enjoyable to the, like genuinely enjoyable to the viewer, and not just like them supporting you just because you're putting in time and not doing anything in that time except for playing.
The perspective will change. Okay, Fanda, what's your definition of grind?
See, the thing is, if you 72 hours of content, like if you are able to provide like proper 72 hours of content, like it should be content, people should enjoy it, then it's still a grind because being enthusiastic. So, as a streamer myself, I stream, so like keeping yourself up for 72 hours is not easy, and 72 hours being entertaining is not easy
Nah,
either.
it'll be dead. It'll be dead inside. The soul will leave your body and it'll be in the midway.
At all.
But if you have the actual courage to put down 72 hours worth of stream and people enjoy all 72 hours of it, then you can consider it grinding because
Yeah,
it's
I
still a
got
content.
grind. It's still grind, but then you have to like think about it. Was your grind worth it? Could you have put those 72 hours to better use?
The thing
Okay,
is, as
so
a streamer, you'll only know after 72 hours.
yeah, the thing is, okay, so according to you, grind in content creation side, what is the grind in content creation?
You putting in time to make your quality better, like video quality is one thing, plus like entertainment value. Just
Mhm. So,
like
so my take on grind is, so as told, like 70 hours is a little too much, but 24 hours I understand it's still worth it. A grind 72 hours, if you
one
convert it
file
to days, it's 3 freaking days.
is
It's okay, but the thing is, you will be partially dead in, instead of putting 72 hours of live streaming out there. What you can do is put a 24 hours of content. Tell, not every day, at least when you're reaching a goal. Like hitting doing 24 hour stream every day is not special. Instead, if you save the 24 hours for a specific goal, like to donate, to get to for raise awareness about something, or to hit your specific goal, then you do a huge stream, then it makes sense, then I respect the grind. And content creation side, everyone doesn't have a hold on PC. That doesn't mean you can't use your phone to edit, but there are few amazing people who edits Cookstee's thumbnail on like phone and send it to him on Twitter, and still he uses it. So there are people like that too. So you can do it, but if you can't, it's no harm. But providing as much as content is what.
like I mean, I'm assuming he's talking about casual, like he streamed like 3 days on PS4. Like PS4 does limit you a lot, like
Hmm.
streaming wise especially, because
Hmm.
you can't stream anything except for games. You
Hmm.
can't.
Dude, PS4 even like limits you by content creation. You can't
So,
make that good content.
no,
Yeah, the thing.
let alone that one. The camera of the thing is one of the. I feel so bad for them. They can't even connect a
Can't
custom
do
cam.
stream quality on PS4, agreed. You
Hmm.
can't stream anything except for games, agreed. If you really want to do content creation, you can definitely edit on phone, because I know software and stuff exist. You can trim clips, you can add text and stuff. That's like basic. If you
But
wanted to, you
if you
can
want actual content creation, PC is downright the best option. We can't deny to it.
PC and Windows, Mac is. The thing is, I was a Mac user. Like I used to use Final Cut for a while.
Hmm.
It's it's better, and it just
Hmm.
works so flawlessly. Like
yeah.
it never
You know MB,
crashes.
right?
What?
Hmm.
Hmm?
You know MB, right?
So the thing is, right, in Mac, you import the
Hmm.
footage, you edit it, you
Hmm.
export it. You export it on the
Hmm.
shittiest computer in existence, and it will still export it in
The
real
Mac
time.
softwares are pretty optimized, so you can, like, even if you own like a 2015 Mac, you can, even if you're on a PS4, you can record and upload content. But
It's
yeah,
just beautiful.
that's our definition of grind. If the definition of grind keeps changing for everyone, which is pretty all right, like, because everyone has their perspective of grind. The
They have
thing is,
their
at the end of the day,
approaches.
you gain something out of the grind, or else the grind is not worth it. Even if you put the 72 hours 1 week, it's not worth it if you don't gain anything. It, let it be subs, or you learn some new stuff. It doesn't make sense.
At the end of the day, if you don't improve from when you did the same thing last time,
Mm.
then what's the point? You're gonna repetitively show the same thing again and again. It won't be
Mm.
worth it. Both of
Mm.
you, I know both of you, like whenever, like you obviously keep upgrading your stream quality, you keep adding new stuff, you
Mm.
keep trying to be more entertaining.
Mm.
If your last stream and your current stream is the exact same, people
Mm.
will not stick around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, right, so recently I have been having this, like, zooming my cam, going in face if any guys
Yeah.
comes in. So that's the thing of my channel. People come for, at least for that bit, they'll be like, welcome me. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
and
I'll
like
just
we
go.
just crack different types of jokes every time. It's a different thing. We have to come up with ideas which have we
Mm.
have never done before, and
Mm.
sometimes reuse our old ideas which used to work really well, but don't repeat them in like too frequently. But it like
Mm.
we have to be live while doing it.
Mm.
So this is like one part people don't understand what is difference between content creation and streaming.
Mm.
Whatever we do, if we do a mistake, it's gonna be out there in the public forever. Meanwhile, for content creation, you can edit it out at least. You
Cut
can
it, sir.
try a joke,
Trim it, sir.
and if it doesn't work, you just edit it out and be like, okay, cool, like it's not there anymore. But for
To be
us,
fair, right? Recently, like, I mean, I am trying to put out videos as much as possible. To be
same.
fair, I did get a little inspired from all the people like Devkar and people who are there in the community who were posting. So because I feel my perspective of growing on YouTube is live stream should be like more like a live sample of your videos. So videos are like your resume. People, you give people like, what, this is me. And if you want to catch the live part of it, come to my live streams. And
Yeah.
people who like Devkar are now like he rarely streams. I like if he streams, if like yesterday he was streaming because there was something to unbox.
Hmm.
So there is some he rarely streams, and when he does it, people do come in like because of his content side, people hop into his live stream. So
It's like
what is your
something out of the
ideal?
box now.
What's your ideal way? Like if a new guy in the chat is like, bro, Devkar, I want to start YouTube, I want to grow. What would you tell him? Like what will be your thoughts on it?
You should do what you love to do, but at the end of the day, it should be worth it.
Hmm.
Like you really need to think it through. Like for you, what would be best for you? Now it
Hmm.
takes trial and error, but like you'll figure it out soon. Outdated in chat ask if I play football. That's basketball. Just clearing that out.
That's a
Okay.
basketball
Yeah.
in the background. That doesn't look
Yeah.
like a basketball. I'm being genuinely
The
honest.
fact, right, before starting the stream, Devkar was, if I dribble this, will my guys in the down will be a question. I'm like, there's only one way to try it.
Just do it. See, this is like one more thing I wanted to like do. See, the content creation side, right? Huge respect to him, yeah. Like they've like seriously editing videos seriously kills you. The thing is, right? You made
Especially
like
when you don't have editor.
you don't
When
have
you're
an
doing all
editor.
this stuff.
So I
You
had
should have it.
friends. I had like three.
Yeah. Who?
I had three editors.
Oh,
Like his
God.
friends helping him.
All three of my friends were like, dude, we want your channel to grow. So we'll
But
edit for you. They were
The thing is
sitting
right.
on.
The thing is right when they are busy of the online class and stuff happening, so they can't really help. The thing is, I am been doing it from myself. It's hard. Like I used to upload tech content before gaming actually, so I know a little bit of editing. I know my roots, how to do stuff. So I know my basic ins and outs out of Premiere. But this is a year. Shout out to Outdated. Because of him, I learned the basics of Photoshop, and I'm super happy because today's thumbnail, if Outdated wasn't there, I don't know who I would have. I should have gone on Twitter or so. I know my basics in
yeah.
Photoshop to learn.
The
So the
thing is,
content creation
right,
can be anything.
huge shout out to Outdated. He created our entire OBS overlay for us. He didn't charge anything. It's fully
Yeah.
free, done for friendship. And then the fact that we sat down and learned. So like we have like our team is just everybody knows one thing properly, and we just all pull it together like so
The
he's
last
outdated is
moment.
good at like after if like full like VFX and other stuff. Gamer is good at like now Photoshop and other things, the background stuff and managing things. Meanwhile, I know how to set up OBS, streaming, computer softwares and everything which I can like we all come together as a team. Do you have a team like this or like you're a one-man army?
Okay, so I do my own OBS stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do my own editing. I
Mm.
try to make my own thumbnails as much as possible, but then sometimes I like it's a special video. I really want it to be a good thumbnail, or I don't have the time to make a thumbnail. Then I have Arnav FX. He makes like
Okay.
insane.
Okay.
So, but
Mm.
like he's a friend, but like then again he has too much work, so it's still commissions only.
Mm-hmm.
He became a friend through commissions or something. So
okay.
like
Okay.
Oh,
so
that's
that.
nice.
So
So
like I
go for it.
yeah. Okay, so
No, no, go.
like for content creation, I got inspired by Amazing Aji, who I would say basically changed the whole scene in the Indian Fortnite community as per content creation. Like he
Mm-hmm.
started making actual like good quality content that people wanted to watch, but it was just missing in the community since like the beginning. Everything was just live streams.
Mm.
And then I've like in one of Lee's videos, he
Mm.
said I built up this 1.5 million subscriber channel and I've never once had a thumbnail made or have anyone edited my video even once. So that was like
Okay.
really inspiring when I started trying to do my stuff myself. Like that was nuts. Like it's very inspiring. Like he didn't take anyone's help and he built up that entire empire.
It's pretty much impressive, not gonna lie. That's I
So-
have like I don't have the patience to edit. Like I started editing now, and I'm like, just why, just
You
why
saw,
does it
you
take-
saw the live sample of it, right, Devkar, when he was trying to do it in Premiere. He was trying to get his way around with it. I think I like editing because, like, it's fun because you know where to cut. Like, you record a footage instead of giving to a third person. Like I'm trying to work on a new project, so I'm recording and editing. I know where to cut. I know where to
Yeah.
do. Instead, if you give it to someone else,
They have
it's
to watch the whole
yeah.
thing like second to know where
So
the
though you
filter is.
can explain them over a phone, telling this is where you cut, this is where you don't cut, but still it's like very convenient where you can do it.
The thing is, you are putting into the time to explain that person, let alone just do it yourself. And
Yeah.
like once I started editing, it's fun in a way. Like I put down like 13, 14 hours in a video. So like I have a problem. The reason I make other people sometimes edit is I can't put out a normal video. I'm gonna do it the best I can, or I'll not do it. So,
Yeah.
like, that's like such a big problem. Do you ever had that kind of thing where you started dumping videos because, like, I don't like this? It just doesn't feel my standards.
I didn't dump them. I just sometimes I restarted the editing process, or like like a couple of times I probably like I tried my best. I want to do better, but I just can't figure out how to. So I posted it a couple of times.
Mm,
Like I've sometimes gotten lazy, I'll admit, but like
mm.
yeah, it happens. It happens that
So
you
what's your current goal? Every week a video, or like what's your goal for content creation?
see, since I'm recently like switching, like I used to like stream daily, so I'm
Mhm.
switching from streaming to video. So I really want to start being comfortable in front of the camera. So
Mhm.
sometimes if it takes longer time to make one video, it's fine by me. I'm like fine, I'll stream once or twice a week so that my channel doesn't die off or anything. Uh,
Mhm.
but like at the end, like eventually by in the next couple of months, I want to start weekly.
Okay, weekly.
Okay.
And this is a question from the chat once again. Can we make a career in gaming
You
thumbnails and get a place in a community?
Your voice
definitely
is obliterated,
can.
I'll tell you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's back.
Is
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
So you definitely can, but you need to be
Mm.
smart with it. You can't be basic and do what everyone else does. You need to
No,
be
to be
original.
fair, the current example he told Arnav, right? Arnav, I'm not part of this Twitter community in general, but whenever I log in, there are many retweets of his tweet, and he has a streaming channel, like a channel where he streams when doing the designs. I genuinely think he has a name for himself in the at least in
Yeah,
the Indian Fortnite
he
community,
doesn't even
and
post that much. He doesn't post his commission thumbnails too much. Like like he's in VC with me all day. He screen
Mm.
shares all his work. He does like 20 times more work than you see on his Twitter, and he
As we
doesn't post.
speak, he's in the chat.
I'm
Let's
like,
have what's up,
I'm like,
Arnav.
wait, is he okay? I'm like, why
Yeah.
doesn't he freaking post? He's like, I don't care. I mean, but like you can like you can definitely make a career in gaming and like not gaming thumbnails itself, but like graphic design. You can start
Graphic
with the
design, that's the right word to use, not
graphic
gaming.
designing.
Yeah.
You can start with that, but like you really need to like
Don't
move
isolate
fast.
Another
yourself.
example which I can personally give is outdated. So that kid is 16 and
Dude.
is making more than me. I'll tell you that. The thing is, he works for two professional orgs, like creating for them. Like, no, I'm not talking about logos. I'm talking about assets, like webcam assets and stuff. And he's working on his own project. The thing is, he's doing his bits, and he's 16. He's like so young, and he's doing so much. So the thing is, there's nothing comes for age. It's your talent. If you have the thing, if you don't have thing, if you tell I can't learn, you can learn. There are so many, like YouTube is a open platform where you can learn so many stuff.
Yeah, like people tend to not uh, try hard enough, and then they just keep doing what they know and not learn and say that I've been putting in so much hard work. Like I did Photoshop for 5 days, and
Mm,
I swear that it was better than 80% of thumbnails I see from people doing graphic designing for months. Like
mm,
they're not willing to put in the time to
Expand.
actually do good stuff
mm.
and take inspiration from actual good designs.
So there's
That's the
one guy.
thing.
What is this all about? So all the new people in the chat. This is a podcast we are running. We do it every Sunday 8 p.m. This week we have a special guest Devkar. So yeah, all the new people in the chat. Hope you guys caught up with us.
And the second thing is right. This all started in the start of the podcast, and I want to just mention it.
Mm,
Whatever you have, it doesn't matter. Your PC,
mm,
your PS4, whatever. If you want to get in content creation and you are into it, like you want to genuinely get into it, Devkar is a great example. Other streamers are great examples. I'm not really sure if we are a great, good enough examples, but like, yeah, just putting it out
the
there.
thing I'm not an example, but all I'm telling is I don't have that great of a PC. Okay, I'll tell you that. Like I do have a 1060. My CPU is an i7. Okay, don't hate me for it. But my GPU is not as good as my CPU. But I'm somehow managing to optimize my stream, put it in 720p 60 frames. And I'm telling now. So recently I've been watching Devkar a lot and other content creators. So I'm trying to move slowly towards content creation side with at least 4 days of stream every week. So people will get to see me.
In TLDR, don't have an excuse for anything. Your phone is, you have a phone. Like minimum to minimum, everybody has a phone here. Your mom's phone, your own phone, anybody's phone, a tab, you will have something.
The fact,
Just
talking
go for
about
it.
phone, using my webcam as a phone is a big brain idea. There's a
Yeah.
signature zoom in stuff which I do in my channels thanks to my phone.
I didn't ever mention this when I started gaming, right? I used to use my phone as my mic.
Okay.
I didn't have a mic, and I used to use, the cheap pair Samsung cheap plastic headphones you get in like cheapest phones you can get. I used to use those for my headphones and my phone as a mic. The thing is, phone used to work really well. So I bought a blue snowball later, like when I actually got money and I started doing part-time jobs. Just putting it out there. Again, an example. You can just go out there, work. You don't have to, but maybe get good grades to convince your parents or something. One or the other thing, so that they are convinced enough that yeah, you can do this. I bought a blue snowball. People didn't notice a mic difference, by the way. They were like, it sounds the same.
That's
Oh.
so sad.
But the thing is, it's better. I don't have to put my phone on the PC. It's just you have to use something, put in the efforts, and you're gonna shine. Best example again, Devkar. I'm pretty sure I'm pointing the right way. No, I'm not. Devkar.
Down. You should show down, Fanta.
Down. He's the best example. You can do anything, and you can still be a good content creator. It's like you should have the guts for it. Like push forward.
Yeah, I have this interesting question. So I always tell Fanta that 2020 it's a worst year in general, but for streaming, for us people like us, I feel it's one of the best year. Like
Because everyone's online. Everyone's online. Everyone's home and
Everything.
everyone's
home, and let alone being that like sitting playing and people watch you and people are making cash. So what's your thought on it? What's do you think 2020 is you have taken the best use of 2020? What's your thought on it?
I don't think I've taken the best use of it. I
Hmm.
realized late that what I'm doing is not the best I could do. But
Hmm.
in the past couple of months, I've definitely seen like much improvement than like what I've done the past year and a half. I've
Hmm.
put like I've achieved way more than like what I have in the past three to
A
four
quick
months.
question: when did you start this Devka YouTube channel?
It used to be called Def, as I
Okay.
said.
Uh-huh.
I it started in Jan of 2019
Okay.
when I posted a video of an end game from a pub match, duos match from replay mode.
Okay.
Okay.
That channel had nothing till April 19th when I got my PC and I streamed for the first time.
So you know you have a clear experience because 2019 to whereas you are busy with your offline school, you have to
Yeah.
come back. You have whereas 2020 has been all in the house. So what do you think? Like you know, I'm pretty sure we can flex on the kids who are in the future, telling we got to stay in our house for a year.
We got Phineas and Ferb holidays.
Like yeah, that's like Phineas and Ferb in IRL. It's
Yeah.
114 days in summer vacation. We didn't have a vacation, but yeah, the thing
Yeah,
is,
like
so what do you think? 20, yeah. So what do you
Holidays
think?
didn't.
2020. Like I told this Fanta again. Like 2020 is this whole 2020 years gave us the like we are streamers for full time. That
Yeah.
we got that experience. How was
Yeah.
your experience being a streamer for pretty much and a content creator for pretty much 24 hours?
My experience was great.
Hmm.
Like when I used to daily stream, I used to be very happy. Like I
Hmm.
streamed, I used to play Zone Wars and stuff. Usually I used to stream mostly Zone Wars. I used to talk to chat. I used to
Hmm.
go. I didn't do much when I wasn't a streamer. I just played on stream, off stream. I
Hmm.
watched YouTube with friends or whatever all day. It was
Hmm.
a very chill life initially. Then
Hmm.
when like I got inspired by RG, I started making videos. Got a little hectic. I took up like a 7 days daily content upload challenge. I but like 4 days I used to sleep for like 3-4 hours a day because I was very slow with what I'm doing because I didn't know what I was doing
To
initially.
be fair, in the current situation, sleep is not a term. Last week, me and Fanta, the sleep was taken out. It's like awake 24 hours, 7. Like
We
sleep was
used to
not
sleep
even an
like
option.
2 hours. wake up,
Yeah.
stream, then sleep for 2 hours,
Sleep
wake up
directly.
and sleep. We were seriously so sleep deprived, and like we were trying to. So we just started like a new project, like something in the background, which took so long to actually get in works that I'm not telling it in stream. Whoever is expecting, sorry, you're not getting the explanation. Thank you. So we started a project which hit us even harder, and it kept on hitting out further when we started putting podcast into the equation, everything into the equation.
People tried to bully us. Listen, they used to get into DMs. Bro, this is your podcast weekly. Are you sure about that? I'm like,
Sure.
we are
Ma-
sure about it. And then,
current,
last podcast was almost after 2-3 weeks. The people are like, weekly podcast. I see.
It's okay. I haven't done a podcast in 3 months. It's a weekly podcast.
Okay, what's
It's
your like? How did the idea of podcast come to your mind, and how did you start? Like,
I
what was the
explained it in
start?
my Q&A video. I'll tell you again in brief.
Hmm.
I was doing an FNCS viewing party stream. I
Okay.
started, and Zflex, you might know him. He's a manager for sites and all.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
he was in VC. He's like, why don't you wear a suit like you met Gigi? I just started the stream. It was 1 minute. Fine.
Hmm.
I'm like, sir, F it. I don't have a
Hmm.
suit. I got a shirt and a tie. I wore
Okay.
it. This guy named Dew from Twitter
Hmm.
cancelled out at a bunch of times.
Okay.
Anyway, Dew, he was a big figure in the community back then. Somehow someone probably retweeted or something. He got a hold of my stream. He's like, if I send you $1, will you do this dance? Like he DM me a link.
Okay.
That was my first ever like actual donor. Like I've gotten like a bunch of Paytm donors from friends or whatever. But like that was my first proper like Streamlabs donor or
That
whatever.
experience will be pretty done, like mind-boggling. Like,
I'm like, sure. He sent me the link. He sent me the $1. I'm like, fine, I did it. Then he was really happy about it. So he was probably laughing or whatever because it was funny.
Uh-huh.
He shared it on Twitter and he had like a lot of followers back then.
Mhm.
So like a lot of people started coming. That was my first time streaming with like 40, 50 constant viewers. It was an FCS viewing party. So like uh, it was like one of my biggest streams till that day. Then after the stream he came to VC.
Mm.
He's like, you and Kiki, you're like really good friends, and like
Mm.
you should probably do a podcast together. And like I'm like, F it, why not? I came up with the name. I made the logo real quick. I made the overlays or whatever. And then we did the first week with him only, the guy who suggested it to you, and Zflex, because they were both managers or like.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that experience from Middle East org management stuff. Like then we got like Mad Clown as a streamer, and then
Okay.
comp players and whatnot.
Dude, your
So
story
it
is
was
much
it
more
was pretty
interesting.
almost similar to us. We're like in the week. Should we start a podcast? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, guys, every Sunday 8 p.m. we're starting.
It's
Why
fine.
not?
The best part is, right, this entire everything was done in 20 minutes.
Yeah, all of the stuff. Like
Everything.
logo,
Including the
2HP
logo,
branding.
transition, everything, disclaimer was done in 20 minutes. And the
The
podcast
disclaimer
started on
alone
8
was
p.m.
done in other day. But yeah, but other than this whole stream package was done in 20 minutes.
20
Again,
minutes.
shout out to Outdated.
Shout out to
talented
Outdated.
bunch.
He's impressive, dude.
Mine took like 2 hours, and mine's like 3 layers.
Ours is like 50.
He was in the VC with us. We're like, we'll start a podcast. He opened his Premiere. I'm like, okay. And he started his, hey, yeah, logo over, bro.
Logo over. It's done. Everything is done. We'll add After Effects. We'll add a loading. This, that. Everything is done. Final. I'm like, dude, gamer, it's done. Like, gamer, it's done. Start the podcast. 8 p.m. every single Sunday. It was a Sunday night.
So what's your take on Cyberpunk? Are you following it, Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk
Like,
2077.
other than Fortnite, what are the games you follow? Other than
Uh,
Fortnite.
Valorant. I was
I
very
know
into
that.
Fall Guys.
Okay.
It was on the hype train for like 2 weeks probably. I played it for like two and a half more months because
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I used to stream it like once or twice a week. It was like a chill break for me. Then I stopped playing it recently, like last month.
It was like a hot flavor of the month. because Among Us just like punched it and put it down to
Dude.
Like
ground.
that way more potential if they had more updates. Like you could play with friends all day, sit in a call. It's like chill, like fighting. It's like victory royale, like back in the day. It was
But
that
the
fun for me.
thing is, right, Among Us came out of nowhere. Like, who would have
It was a
thought?
a 2-year-old game. Some random streamer picked it up once, blew off.
It
I think
just
it's
blew
Soda
up.
Pop and Opinions. I'm not sure, but those any one of those. And another interesting fact is they won the best for the
Yeah.
for on the gaming awards, which is pretty darn interesting.
An indie game which had zero significance
And
for
fun
five
fact, they
years.
didn't have a Twitter page
Wait,
for
Twitter.
one whole year. After they realized their game is a huge thing, they created a Twitter page.
Imagine an indie game with zero graphics in it. They have nothing.
It just blew up.
And
People still
But
play it.
yeah, people still played. And the fact they announced a new map, people lost their shit. They're like, okay, let's go on the game. The new map
But
is
think
coming.
about it. Two games that blew up for like a period of time this year. Look at an Among Us character and look at a Fall Guys default character. Look how similar they look.
Yeah.
and the best part is Among Us is older. They didn't make the game right now. Like they didn't make a copy. It's an old game, and
And the,
I was
and
working on
ridiculous.
two,
Hmm.
but since this game blew up, they cancelled it and they improved servers for this one instead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Among Us 2 wasn't working. They're like, "Tell me, nah, we'll do it in
Anyway,
this one."
this game blew up, we'll just put money into this server
Yeah,
instead.
we'll do it and we'll just continue.
Who
But
would
yeah, so Valorant, Fall Guys, what else? Do you play any other game?
Not at the moment, no.
But what's your take on single player game? I ask this because I personally feel single player game, especially for PC, is not yet a thing. Like for console, there are exclusives. People
Dude,
buy
Last of
console, play
Us.
exclusive.
I mean,
And that,
when I was younger, I used to like go to my friend's house, play Uncharted and all. But
Mhm.
like now, I feel like sitting in a call with my friends and playing with them is what I enjoy more.
Okay. But don't you feel burnt out? Like I feel like Fortnite you got burnt out. You Valorant right now. But don't you think you'll ever get burnt out? You want some other venture to adventure? Will you move to the solo like a single playing game or a RPG?
I don't see myself doing that at least as of now, but who knows what happens in the future. The thing is, I'm like straying away from gaming right now. Gaming is like a chill break for me. Like I'll stream it once a week. I'll play a couple of.
Spring is in the chat. He's like,
There is a picture. Spring, you absolute. Okay, I'm not gonna say it on stream, but come in a VC later, not right now.
Later, not right
And
now.
we'll have a conversation,
So,
Spring.
yeah,
Huh?
this was happening. Me and Fanta was in the podcast. It's happening from nowhere. Nowhere Spring popped up in the
He's like,
middle
hello
of the
guys.
Hello guys, and if we had a normal 20 minutes convo, then it's like, oh, podcast shall kare. Okay, I'll
Okay,
hop on.
I'll hop on by. And the fact, okay, and by the way, if anybody is wondering, the guy who made Spring Spoon almost leave Fortnite for Osu is me. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, he did so much.
I made him leave. I made him leave.
You will also so much right now. No,
I'm sorry.
Fanta hit him so hard. Now, my man, I saw other day playing Apex. I'm like, is this the correct Spring Spoon or is someone else playing in his account?
I made him leave Fortnite for Osu. So the thing is, like, he hated Osu the first day. He's like, it's such a shit game, dude. Who plays this game? I hate this game. I'm like, cool. Just play the game for a while. He like started playing. He started vibing. He now plays more Osu than I ever play.
He'll randomly hop. He'll randomly hop in the VC. Fanta, I have a new Osuma.
I have a new Osuma. And we would have like a thing where like who would do the map better. And like I annoy him so hard by bringing the hardest map he could possibly think of. Like in 3-star map, he's like, I hate you. I just hate you. Whenever he thinks like I can do higher maps, I would just load him up in a map where he can't do it. I know he can't. And he's like, I hate you. I genuinely hate you for that.
What's your take on Valorant? Like, how were you introduced? Initially, did you like it? Now, how's your response?
I hated it in beta. I was very bad at it. I don't like when
CS:GO?
I'm bad at games. I
Ever?
played CS:GO for a week. Wasn't my
so-
thing. So
Same.
basically, I didn't. So I played Valorant in beta because everyone was hyped about its release. Played it for a week. Wasn't good at it. Don't like when I'm not good at games. Left it. I was
Okay.
still addicted to Fortnite. Still, I still kept playing Fortnite. Last month,
Mm.
uh, someone was playing Valorant in VCA. I don't know
Mm.
who it was. Plus,
Mm.
Pan he's been
Okay.
switched to Valorant for a while. So I'm like,
Mm.
I'm bored of Fortnite. Really don't want to play it. Let's give it a shot. I
Mm.
played a few games. I'm like, this is fun.
Mm.
It's fun. It's
Nice.
actually fun.
It's
So
always
and
been fun.
I played on Act 3 release. And
Okay.
then after I played on Act 3 release, then I played like a few days later, and then I just got into it like a
No,
lot.
and just because of that, I'll put down another question. Did your
Mm.
transition go well from Fortnite, like as making content for Fortnite, then transitioning to
I think
Valorant?
another
Was
one I
your
want to
community
let Fanta know.
supportive for
So
it?
he,
I
yeah,
yeah,
go for it. Go for it. I'll tell it once. Mm.
I made one Valorant video which I posted 2 days ago,
Mm.
and it's one of the least views video in the past videos. It's fine.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. My channel is like, even though it's built on gaming, it's like more supportive on IRL. Like in the
Mm.
top 10 videos, right? There's like two Fortnite vids.
Mm.
There's this thing, right? The past 10 videos,
Okay.
it shows the views for the first, uh, like the latest video, however long the latest video has been up for. Like if the latest video has been up for 2 days,
Hmm.
then it'll show the stats of all the past 10 videos you've posted of their first 2 days.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so like in that, there's two Fortnite videos.
Mm.
Okay.
There's one Valorant video, there's one Fall Guys video, and there's six IRL videos.
Okay.
Okay. Now
So
let
even
me
though it's
pull up
built
your
on
channel now. Let's pull up and let's
That,
let's talk about the most viewed videos of your channel. Like
that,
backstories behind them.
the thing is right. The thing is right. So, what do you think? How do you think Valorant is taken by the community right now? Like, right now, how do you think they are taking Valorant?
less content in Valorant, India Valorant competitive scene is, I feel like, better than Fortnite competitive scene, because FPS is just has a huge history in India because
And
of
fam,
CS:GO.
we have our own server.
We have our own server, which Fortnite gave us for a season and removed in 3 months, less than that.
Just give
It's
that
like
back.
take it, psych. I
Psych,
took
you
it away.
thought.
You know, that season had mechs, they had rift zones, weird ass areas where you couldn't build, or that it forces you to dance.
Anna, by the way,
My
you turned
Yeah,
off this one, the face.
I broke it. My bad. I'll fix that. Yeah,
No,
you guys keep going.
yeah.
So yeah, it was still my favorite season, because that's the season where comp was introduced to Middle East.
Mm.
We had our own servers. I personally did better than I have in any of the later seasons.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
But do you think like in the future, what's the future of the channel? Like, what do you think in the future? Is it still gonna have the touch of authentic touch of gaming to it, or more of IRL content, and you'll create a separate channel for gaming? What is your thought? Touch on that.
I
Well
feel
played,
like
Kajal.
I feel
Mm.
like I'm going to be doing IRL mostly.
Mm.
I still
Any
thought of,
hints, baby?
I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I'm
Okay.
getting the inspiration and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
Okay.
Like a touch of, like a lot of Love Duty Bros, maybe like a touch of FaZe Rug, a touch
Okay.
of David, like
Mm.
just inspirations from a lot of people.
No, I heard that you're really inspired by.
David Dobrik is my favorite. Like,
Okay.
he is genuinely entertaining.
So you'll be like, will you still be a streamer? Will you be consider yourself a streamer, or you'll come out of streaming and only be like a content creator?
I will refer to myself as a content creator. I still do now because I've been
Mhm.
posting regularly. I will still stream like once a while, probably like David Dobrik.
Mm.
Okay.
Every built on IRL, he streams currently daily because he doesn't post anymore in lockdown.
Mhm.
But streams daily on Twitch, Call of Duty. So like
Okay.
somewhat like that, I guess.
Now Fanta pulled out a channel in the screen. I'm looking at it. So the first one is about Fortnite. Then it's
It's a
about the.
that's a clip from like a FNCS official stream saying that the next season will be trios and whatnot. So that's not my content. It's just a clip from their stream which got like a lot of views.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's like a.
And I wouldn't consider that my content.
Okay.
You
Let's
can
like,
Okay.
let's go. Okay.
Rock,
So
paper, scissors.
no, I
that was
genuinely enjoy the idea because it was pretty. It's different to watch it on a live stream to people. The thing is got like a little bit of Mr. Beast vibes to it. You know what I'm telling?
The
I'll
people
tell you the
love
backstory
that.
about it. It's not
Go for
literally
it.
someone tweeted out rock paper scissor. There's a guy in the community called Sedcab. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I heard
He
of him. Yeah.
giveaways and sponsors and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So someone tweeted out at Setcab, uh, rock paper scissors tourney Middle East question mark.
Mhm.
It came in my feed. I'm like, that's actually not a bad idea. And
Mhm.
Setcab replied to that, you down to cast it? I'm
Okay.
I'm like, and then he's like, you really want to do it? I'm like, sure. And then he wasn't feeling well, so I basically organized the whole thing, got the guest
Okay.
list, got the GFX made by Arnav, got the
Okay.
thumbnails, the overlays, the brackets, got the invites confirmed and stuff, the Discord server, everything I did.
Mhm.
And MB is an amazing caster. We
Mhm. I saw his
Oh my God.
content today. Is the first day I was introduced to him. I know he exists, but today the chicken nuggets thing, I was like
yeah,
pretty much Devkar was in the washroom
so
texting to me. Yeah, I'm current is not still here.
I'm dying.
I'm
I was
watching
like,
MV. I was watching MV's thing. He was like he was sitting in Devkar setup. I'm like okay, where is
Okay.
Dev?
The
so
thing
yeah,
is right. This
Mm,
what OBS overlay and everything.
mm.
This is like white professional. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll tell
And
you that. It looks so professional.
it's seamless, which is quite impressive. Not gonna lie.
I was a little quiet in some parts of the stream because I went into studio mode. My second monitor is vertical, so I can't see much on OBS. It's like very small.
Listen, Fanta can relate to you because like I do the talking part and he does the setting part. So basically, it's like
It's
sometimes if
so
he's
hard.
staying still, it's gonna be. This PC is powerful enough. I get that POV of yours.
It's more like I have a triple monitor setup straight up trying to organize everything while Gabriel is just holding the podcast together while it just doesn't break.
That's what happened. Yeah, that was just the backstory.
Yeah, we
Okay,
have.
go back. Let's see other videos, Fanta. Go back,
What
go
are
back.
we looking for next? Oh, that's 1K special.
Okay, listen. This is like what was will you when you started YouTube? Did you even think that you'll get this far? The current position? Do you think
Uh,
like
I'm not gonna be like the people who said no. I never thought I'd get to like
I wanted
500.
to get there.
I definitely assumed that I'd get there. And
okay?
it was slower than I thought it'd be. But then I understand why. Because in the initial part, I didn't do anything that was unique.
Hmm.
And when I started seeing results. So yeah, I definitely expected to be here.
So what's your goal for 2020? Like, did you hit your goals? Like, did you have a goal? Did you set a goal?
I mean, considering I started the year at like 250 subs or something, I definitely I have 10 like multiplied my channel by
That's
10.
pretty darn nice. The fact that you were 250 and now you're sitting on like almost on on the way to 3K, which is pretty darn lit.
It's
But
impressive.
like, see, the one fascinating thing about Devkar is he's active throughout his thing. His voice is heard whenever I open Twitter. Out of 10 times, 8 times will be starting with your tweet. Like, how did you get that? Like, how did you get that Twitter audience?
Uh,
How was
like comp everyone in the comp community competitive community is on Twitter, right? And I used to be a comp player,
Hmm.
so like, to know about the tournaments, like the teams are hosting local tournaments and stuff,
Hmm.
it was on Twitter because you could get the information first.
Hmm.
I joined because of that.
Hmm.
Got a few Discord tourney placements which got you some followers,
Hmm.
and then I don't know, it's just been like a gradual growth since then. I've just been here for a long time.
Okay.
Okay, by the
Nah,
way, a
to be fair,
question.
this is true. Yeah, go
I
for it.
want to put down a really nice question. That background setup transition.
What?
Your background setup, like the
It
way
changed a lot, right?
it changed. I'm looking at one of your videos and it's like
Sort
it
by
looks
oldest,
beautiful.
sort by oldest and see how it looks.
Like the thing is, this video, like your 1K video, has over 3 different versions of your setup itself, which is
I
pretty
I
much
used to
like.
move my table everywhere. Like once, like my door is there, my bed is there. I moved my table vertically, blocked my entire room just to see if it looks better. I just kept moving my desk around.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I can see that. There's your bed right there. That's
I
pretty much right.
Not gonna lie, your setup looks comfortable. Game, go crash in the bed, get some sleep. come back game, go crash back and get some sleep. It looks really comfortable. Not gonna.
I-
But how
this.
long did it get to build? Like, so this is some question, very interesting question. So, you got monetized out of, like, when you were live streaming, you got monetized. So, how is the transition of you, like your monetization status from streaming to content creation? Is it more consistent, or is it lesser, or is the same thing, or
Revenue.
yeah, like ad revenue? Because I have how streams work. Basically I got monetized cash which I make is our super chat and membership. For a person who was in streaming who moved to content creation, do you think that same ad revenue, how is the proportion? How is it?
Like all things combined or just ad revenue?
Just
I'm
ad.
asking, like, let's just start because I recently heard you first payout.
Streaming has no ad revenue.
Hmm.
Videos are a little more, still very less in the Indian gaming community.
Hmm.
Uh, like when you get like 1,000 views a video, you really can't think about this stuff because it's barely like a packet of chips you're getting out of that.
Hmm.
Uh, like that's something you can't focus on like at a level this small. Like
Hmm.
when you're on 10k subs, 20k subs, you can start thinking about ad revenue and only
So, but you recently got your first pay.
yeah, but that was from day one.
Congrats on that first. And like
Congo.
now your future, on your future thing, like say next 2021, you're making content creation. How do you think it's gonna go? Like you should have a basic idea, right? How much will you?
I'm gonna try and focus on just improving my content and seeing what my audience likes as compared to thinking about how much I'm making from ad revenue right now.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, obviously, it does like play a factor because you do want to upgrade your like either your setup or your camera quality or whatever it is.
Hmm.
But then you now I've realized that you can't keep that as your main. Like
Hmm.
as you said, you're not supposed to make excuses about your setup, and you're
Hmm.
supposed to focus on your content. So that's what
Hmm.
I'm. I know I have like a lot more than what people have, but like I worked for it, and like I'm gonna use what I have now. I'm gonna record like IRL bits from my phone,
Hmm.
or like stuff like that, and then if people like it, then maybe invest in a camera or stuff like
Hmm.
that.
So overall, you're gonna like improve your in general everything. Like we expect 2020 Devkar to be way better than 2021 Devkar to be way better than 2020 Devkar.
So,
Of course,
like I'm giving my broad idea how it's gonna go. So you're gonna go for IRL. There are gonna be live streams, but more IRL content
yeah,
with trial and errors.
yeah, definitely.
It's
Yeah.
more gonna
Still
be
So
a
have
hit or miss time right now.
trial and errors are still happening. Like I'm learning from what I've posted recently
mm,
that what people like and what they don't like.
mm. No, my interesting question is: are you still gonna like you told, right?
I'm definitely gonna. Your mic's cutting out.
Your
Okay,
mic
can you hear me?
is gamer. Fix your mic. It is like seventh podcast at this
Yes,
point.
yes. Can
Please.
you hear me right now? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's working.
yeah, it
Yeah,
should work. Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
yeah. The thing is, right. My question is: you told your Valorant is not doing that. Would
Yeah.
you still stick to it? Try to make people like it, or you still like?
No, I'm not gonna make videos, but I'm still
Hmm.
gonna play it. I still enjoy
Okay.
being good at it. But
Hmm.
that was just one video that I wanted to make as a thing because I know I had funny clips. So I just wanted to put it out.
Hmm.
I didn't expect it to do too well either.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
something like I've been playing. It was funny, so I just put it out. But
Hmm.
I'm not trying to make gaming videos anymore.
This is a
Okay.
thing, right, where we transition generally. So we were so burned out of Fortnite. Like we
Yeah.
both were so burned out. We were like, okay, like we had this conversation. It's time, gamer.
Yeah,
Let's
it's that.
do
Like,
the
to be fair,
switch. Like we
so,
were
so
like, this is still an option.
who's your favorite content creator? Like,
Hmm.
Amazing.
in foreign? Okay, amazing. This
Uh,
favorite. You have a favorite streamer?
just streamer.
Like
He can
Like
have
streamer,
a
someone
like
I
balance.
just enjoy.
whatever is your definition of streaming?
Okay.
Uh,
No,
your
I'll
friend.
tell you. My favorite streamer is Sites Eliza Knight.
Oh,
She's
Okay.
yeah.
among us with Valorant. She's very entertaining.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what makes a streamer entertaining according?
She's like no, I'm just saying she because she's my favorite streamer. She's like funny, entertaining,
Hmm.
like constantly keeps the chat engaged.
Hmm.
Like is also not absolutely dog crap at the game.
Okay.
Okay, that's
I
a
mean,
requirement.
it's not a
Like, I'm asking this
requirement.
because genuinely I want to take some tips. Just like I ask this to
I
every.
mean, you can be bad at the game and like, but like then again, people don't want to constantly keep like for a game like Fortnite. People don't want to keep seeing you die, go back into the queue, go into the game,
Mhm,
They
die,
want you
go
to
back.
win matches.
Not
mhm.
even like at least play for a long time and not just spend half your stream in queue.
And personally, for if you keep losing, even you'll be like, I'm done. You
Yeah,
can't even
I really
put up
can't
a
be
yeah.
funny.
We have some of those days in Valorant where we are like, we
I
are not winning a single match.
yeah, happens.
So you're funny, entertaining, keep chat going, and according to does she like puts out content like every week or at
Does
least a
she
month?
upload
She doesn't,
videos in
she doesn't
general?
even have a YouTube channel.
Okay, wait, what?
Oh,
Her YouTube channel, it just doesn't exist. She doesn't have one.
So she
then where
streams
does
on
she stream?
Twitch?
That's it. And she built
Oh,
Okay, makes sense.
how many followers does she have? Just to get a context.
13K maybe. I'm not sure. Somewhere
Okay.
around.
I was
Okay.
like 13. I was like 13 only.
Okay,
K.
let's
Then I was
put
like,
it in
"Nani?"
context. 13K on Twitch is a big thing. On Twitch, it's a
Thing.
big thing. In YouTube, 13K, not
1K.
that great.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. 1K on Twitch is a huge thing. Like people like are considered to be like
Like,
they get
if
Twitch
you can
affiliated. And
establish yourself just as a streamer, then you know you're entertaining. Like if you're in 17K followers just by streaming no videos, you know you're definitely entertaining.
That's the thing, right? For Twitch, I was like, wait, 13, cool, like Gucci, 13K. I'm like, I need to rethink. I need to watch her now.
the
Yeah,
thing is, how this is how's the comp scene in like I'm this is some
15K. My bad. 15K.
15. Okay, correction, 15K. That's a lot. I'll tell you that. No, how's the comp scene in Are you following that? There, I'm pretty sure you
Uh,
are.
uh, I have like a couple of friends who are pros in India who do really
Okay.
well in tournaments, win big cash. So
Hmm.
Okay.
I already watched their matches.
Hmm.
Uh, I watched the big NA first strike and stuff.
The first strike, bro.
Got
First
into it.
strike,
So
bro. It's
like,
cool.
I'm not that into it, but I am into it a little bit.
The
Like I'm
fact that found me and they were like, he was like TSM. He's like TSM is gonna win. TSM. I'm like, I'm Sentinel. I gave him a
I
small.
was 100
How
thieves
is
from the start. Dude, I love like the thing is right, 100 thieves has a vibe to them. So like I was
see,
like,
I got into it, so I didn't know much about team. My friends were supporting team. I'm like, sure, I'll agree with you. Yes,
which team
definitely.
they were supporting? Like TSM, right?
Yeah.
the moment
Dude,
TSM got qualified, Devkar in my DM. Yes, take that. I'm
yes.
like,
He was not even there. I just DM'd him at like the middle of the night. I'm like, ha 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 ha. Ha.
I got up first thing I'm seeing like I'm like what is that? Like
The thing is, right, I wasn't expecting. Okay, the thing is, I was just supporting 100 Thieves. Like, cool, they won't get to finals maybe, but they will get somewhere. They did get qualified, so it's gotta be Gucci. But they have Hiko in the team, so it's still like, what is. That's adjustable, that's a feature.
It's broken. It's not supposed to be like this.
No, just say it's a feature. You don't admit that it's broken. It's a feature. It's comfortable. Now you can put your hand like this. It's comfortable now.
Yeah.
But being genuinely honest, I was not expecting 100 Thieves to win, and I was like, let's just support them because they're cool. That's the only reason. And I was like,
I like that logo. That logo is cool.
that logo is like pretty damn nice. And then I was like, they have Hiko. Like, it was nice, but I was like, Gucci, but I don't think they're gonna win. Their roster didn't look like they will just trash every single team in NA. But I was like, yeah, let's just go with it. And
you know
I think
what
they won.
blew my mind was when it was pretty new.
My
Like
God.
my cut again. No,
Yeah.
don't tell me it didn't.
But for a
did.
second, I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. No, I was telling that it was pretty crazy that how amazing I just released a match like for 5,000 subs.
Yeah.
Like considering it's very small. Like I've never seen like let alone content creation. He released much. What was your thought? Will you ever do it in the? You will, but how was that? Like seeing your friend like
I'd say most likely not.
Hmm.
And he also didn't do it for the cash. He went and lost with his merch because have you seen his video of going to deliver merch to his viewers?
Yeah.
He gave out more cash in that money than he like made from it. So he went into loss. So he didn't do it for money. He just wanted his like viewers to have something as a like whoever wanted it as a like commemorative item for that like
Hmm.
milestone. and that guy puts in. He never does it for money. He like just wants to make really good quality content. He puts in money in his videos. He didn't even title like giving 5,000 rupees to my viewers who bought merch or anything. It wasn't even
Hmm.
titled. It wasn't even clickbait, but he still ended up giving it. So
Hmm.
he really puts in like
He puts
effort
in the
in,
effort.
yeah, in his videos, and it shows.
And at the end of the day, like, let's be honest here. If you're a streamer or a content creator, if you're genuinely doing it, please take into consideration that it's about you putting in the efforts and going out of the box and like recreating everything every time.
Being new, being at least being little different. Like you can't come original content. All the content pretty much used unless you come up with like a you're really creative and you come up with a really good content. Like you can tell
Mouch.
inspired. You can get like literally inspired from a content and upload it. But the thing I'm telling is like we should be a little bit different. Being like repetitive and be like just because PewDiePie is making try not to laugh, even I will try not to
I'll
laugh.
try
You can't
not.
expect you can't expect people to hop in and keep
Some people, they say I've been streaming daily for a year. I only have like 400 subs. But then again, if you hop into their streams actually and watch them, right, they're just in a call with their friends playing games, doing nothing else.
Hmm.
How do you expect to get support? Some people get lucky, some people do get support that way, and they like that person did the same thing. Like, why didn't I get it? But then again, how far did he reach? 1k subs? 1k subs doesn't mean that it'll keep growing at that rate, right? Like, unless you do something original,
Hmm.
there will be a point where you plateau, you stop,
Hmm.
you'll get stuck. So you need to.
You need to change things up and like just go like, yep,
Oh,
this is
speaking
better.
of RG merch, I'm legit wearing it right now.
Seriously? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he was wearing it. He was blending with the chair.
Hey, the thing is right. Okay, this is something I'll tell you. He was blending in with the chair and he was like, I
He
need
was chair.
something.
I went and got this.
I'll just wear
To,
something that I don't blend
to be
in.
fair, it was chair with a face. It was like my
Yeah,
man is like hello.
there with the face, and there was just a random logo there.
Amazing,
I was like,
Ajay.
amazing as he released a new chair. Nice.
It traps you in, it just locks you in, you can't move.
Now you have just a head like this. Now you're there, you're stuck.
And YouTube video starts of his. That'll be a pretty good merch idea.
New merch idea by Amazing Ajay.
And there's a
Yeah.
special gaming chair that don't let you move.
And model
And what's
is
his content? Start his
Devkar.
content.
Our model for the Amazing Ajay chair is Devkar. Let's use him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
by the way, guys, let's wrap this up a little. Let's just
Hmm.
let's end with it proper TLDR.
Hmm.
What do you think at the end of the day, Devkar, that how like one like last statement to be like, yeah, this is the right way if you want to get in content creation because you are one of the best content creators in India, kind of, if you don't
I
consider Amazing
would say
Ajay.
that.
One of the
See.
best in our eyes, at
The
least.
thing is, right?
Thank you.
I have this to tell you. Can't put yourself because there's someone who excels at you
They
at any
obviously they're gonna
criteria.
be better. But the thing
Yeah.
is, right, the content you
But
make is it's in own way because Amazing Ajay is still sticking to gaming a lot. Like there is a lot of gaming in there. But
Yeah,
IRL content, not a vlogger, but still a gamer, is
yeah.
a way that is a genre which not a lot of Indian
the
YouTubers have
thing is, you are
explored yet.
exploring. You're
Exploring,
exploring. Even
yeah.
you are exploring.
Figuring it out.
Hmm.
So the thing is,
So
right, if
what?
you're starting something new and if you're the only one, you're automatically the best one there.
And to be fair, you're the first guest of 2HP. So you're gonna give calling you
Congratulations,
the
we
best
don't have
content
a plaque
creator.
right now. If we get it at some point of time, we'll ship it to you.
Yeah, thank you. I would love it. I'll put it on the back.
2 HP guest, number one. Hashtag one.
Yeah.
So
The
what's
thing,
your thought? Like,
I'd say there's no one correct path, but
hmm.
like you need to be original and you need to figure your own path out and like do stuff that not like you can be similar to someone but not
Hmm.
the same. You can't go around copying video ideas
Hmm.
and like but you can definitely take inspiration from them and like then pave your own way and then start to build your creativity by getting inspiration.
Hmm.
That's like the perfect approach you yourself took. So it's
Yeah,
like it's a trial and tested method. So don't question
yeah,
it.
it
It
works.
works.
Yeah,
And it's okay if your video's not doing good. Like there are many people who comment
exactly.
videos not doing.
A
So
lot of
it's
my
all
videos,
good.
I'm at 2.5k subs. Some of my videos are sub 500 views right now. It happens. You can't get demotivated that easily.
Just
Yeah.
don't look at numbers. Make that a
Yeah,
rule.
yeah.
And keep
That's
working.
cool.
And before ending, what was your overall thought about this? What do you think about 2HP and what like because it was good,
The,
really surprising that you told
it was the most fun
yes.
I've ever had. Trust me, I'm not lying. It was super fun
The
and
thing
very.
is,
It's
rate 2HP as a podcast. Like, would you actually be like, we'll go out there and be like, yeah, these
like
guys
let's
are
say
a
next
podcast.
episode comes, can we expect Dev career? That's the
Yeah,
Dave can be like,
definitely.
hi.
Hi,
hi.
hi. Okay, bye. I'll be here.
No,
I'm
no, the
kidding.
thing is right. It is so like I'm telling this again, not to this I say, but it was really, really great. The fact it's like happened in 12, 10 hours, under 10 hours. We call
Yeah,
him. He was like, okay, down. We designed it. So it was pretty on really good that he was. Thanks for that, Devkar.
of
But
course.
yeah, it was really nice to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'd rate like see, especially in our community, there's been
Hmm.
like 4 or 5 podcasts to exist.
Hmm.
2HP by far best one. Like trust me, I used to rate my podcast as the best one. I used to be very selfish. This is definitely better than mine, and you put in way more work than I have. The designs are also amazing, like outdated. You've done like an amazing job. This podcast definitely has potential to go like
The thing is, right, we started this as a gaming pod. We are trying
Your
to switch
mic
because
just
we will run out.
obliterated again. Okay, let me explain this because Gabe's
Yeah.
mic is just going haywire. We started it as a gaming podcast, a messy podcast in general. Like, we just were like, okay, we'll make bullet points, we'll do it. And then later down the road, we were like, it's time to run and gun this. We were
yeah.
like, we are just gonna think and start speaking. Because, like, we, Gamer and I, usually were talking too much in a VC. And the thing is, right, we were like, we can do this, and we were like, if we are gonna do this, like, this is our habit again, we're gonna do it the best way, or we're not gonna do it entirely. So we were like, this is the best we have, right? And it's still messy, we still agree to it.
And we would love, what do you think is any tips you can give us? Like
To
anything, even can be a
improve.
pettiest one.
I'd say like you need to build contacts and find bigger guests.
Okay.
Okay.
I did, Pancake and all. I got them on my podcast, and it doesn't just happen like uh, you can't just ask them and then be like, fine. You need to have mutuals. You need to have contacts. And like when people call you for being a cloud chaser for that stuff, you need to ignore them because like growing and collabing is a known and proven method. Like since the beginning of YouTube,
Hmm.
this Fortnite community is just filled with little kids who don't know what they're saying. People who call you cloud chasers are stupid. You need to build contacts, get bigger people on your podcast to grow this podcast, especially.
Hmm.
And then, I mean, you can't straight up go to like big YouTubers, don't know them 500 and be like, please come on my podcast. Now that becomes amazing. But like, if you can get like a hold of people through contacts, that's amazing.
Okay.
And like I love the overlays and like the whole thing you've established with the 2HP brand. It's amazing. No suggestions there. No, like it's amazing.
Thanks. It really means us a lot. It's getting it.
First.
So that's it. Fanta, you know what time it is.
It's time to actually leave you guys for this week and catch you up
Yeah.
next week with like
8 p.m. We will make it.
we'll make it. We'll not delay this. We'll try our best to actually be on time. This time also we were 3 minutes late. I'll tell you, it was not absolutely my mistake. I'm telling you guys, don't actually check it. Don't contact Gamer or Devkar, please don't.
Don't do it.
It's all me. I'll just tell you guys. No, one sec. No, it's not all me. I didn't do any mistake. Fine. Okay, and we'll catch you guys next week, or maybe in our own streams or videos, wherever it's appropriate. And
Because we spoke to Devkar. Come on, we are inspired right now.
we are
We're gonna
inspired.
upload content.
We will try weekly. Oh shit! This is.
Okay. That's gonna be pleasant.
Inspired by Devkar.
We'll put it out there. In the bottom, inspired by Devkar.
That's why we delayed like 2.5
And
months.
open a bracket. Thanks for ruining our sleep schedule.
If we are dying, please contact Devkar for further information how it all happened. Or watch our podcast. Because we run a podcast 8 p.m. It's an ongoing running
Every
week
Sunday.
every Sunday.
But again, thanks Dev for hopping in. Means a lot. Thanks for everyone who made it to the podcast. Thanks for spending your Sunday weekend days with us. Means a lot. See you guys next weekend, Sunday, 8 p.m.
And
Thanks for
Gamer,
having
your
us.
proper line, it's required.
Yes. Arigato gozaimasu, guys.
So good.